Hi, everybody. It's Cindy Groomy here from lawmarketing.com, and we're talking today about finding your profitable niche. I'm here with Nancy Fox, the founder of the Business Fox, a training and business consulting company. And Nancy, I'm really excited to speak with you because I know that finding a profitable niche for lawyers is a bit of a tough area. It's a bit of a challenging topic. So, first of all, will you start by sharing with us what does it mean for attorneys to find their profitable niche? What does that mean to them?
Okay, for first, let me define what I mean by a niche.
Okay.
And there's a distinction. So most lawyers have already selected or are thinking of selecting a specialty or a
Mm-hmm.
specialization, I should say.
Right.
It's an area of focus. So it could be litigation, or it could be a practice in real estate, or it could be a practice in tax, or it could be a practice in immigration law, or different kinds of things. So those are areas of specialization.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about focusing on a sliver of the market, a target population with certain specifics and certain consistent problems and needs and issues. And for example, so if I said to you, if you're a family law attorney, okay, a niche would be, I want to focus on a niche that would be fathers who are going through a divorce and they're really fighting for custody.
Mm-hmm.
They have different needs than moms who are fighting for custody.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not talking from the legal
No,
standpoint.
I
I'm
understand.
simply speaking from a business standpoint. The fathers have different issues and they're a different population than the mothers, obviously.
Right.
Or if you are in the area of real estate law, I mean, there are a lot of different sub niches of that, but you could be focusing on the niche areas that are specific to real estate. It could be commercial, it could be residential, it could be different aspects of real estate law. It could be about, people are sometimes they really want to be focusing on purchasing um, apartment buildings, and they have different questions and different needs about that. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that you can build an entire practice on only one niche, but I am saying that if you select the right rich niches, it really makes a difference in how you market your business, how you become when you become an expert in a niche area, much easier to market, much more powerful to market. All of your marketing materials and your articles and your presentations and even where you network will shift because you'll be going right after an ideal target market, and it'll be very, very specific.
Okay. So why is this a challenge though? Because I know that as I mentioned at the beginning of the session here, that it is. Why is it that attorneys are afraid or worried about picking that specific niche for their practice?
Because it's counterintuitive. If I said to you, here's the market,
Hmm.
now go after this niche, the perception is that smaller niche, smaller business.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not true. It's not really true. Because if you zoom in on a lucrative niche, and not every niche is equal.
Right.
I mean, there are people, if you're going to focus on in the nonprofit world, and there are certain niches within that area, there are certain nonprofits that are incredibly lucrative as from a legal standpoint. I mean, they have lots of different issues, and they're bigger, and they have more. They have a completely different set of opportunities and challenges for a lawyer than other nonprofits. But if you start to really focus in on the right niches and the right target populations, they actually have more opportunity for you, and because they see you as a specialist for them and
Mm-hmm.
only for them or specifically for them, they trust you and are willing to spend more to work with you because they know you have a specialization.
So you're eliminating that myth that by tightening the market and tightening the focus that your practice is going to be smaller. It could actually be, or it actually would be, much more lucrative, much more fuller, really, for lack of a better word, to select that niche. So, okay.
Absolutely.
So, what's the number one?
Should I
Yeah.
give you an example?
Yes, please.
So let me give you an example that I thought was really fascinating. It just so happens that my next door neighbor has a very interesting consulting business. She's not a lawyer. She consults to families who need to find surrogate parents to actually have babies.
Mm-hmm.
Coincidentally, I found a lawyer who specializes in just that niche market.
Wow.
Perfect fit.
Mm-hmm.
Now there is a complete referral flow going on. My neighbor, who's this consultant, she went from like nothing, 0 to 60 in like, nothing, flat, because it's a very, very underdeveloped, under-tapped market. She knows all about it. She's speaking all over the world and is getting constant opportunities. And now there's this flow of business back and forth.
Right. Interesting. That's so great. So I know we're going to be covering some more topics with you moving forward, and I think we'll probably touch base on this a little bit more because I'd love to hear some tips on how attorneys can select a niche. What are some of the things that they can consider to select a niche, and not just any niche, but one that they really enjoy, one that is profitable for the practice, and so on. So we'll come back and do another video on that and share some tips. But I just want to thank you for joining me here today, and
Great.
as always, it's great to have you, Nancy. Thanks so much.
Thanks.